Hey everyone, so it has been a while since I've done my April. I'm actually going to combine my April and my May recap. As of today, it is Sunday, May 14th, and let's just go through top through bottom. April, at this point, the biggest highlight in April was I had a chance to sit down via Skype and interview Luvvie Ajayi, Awesomely Luvvie, a great platform. She's been grinding for the past 14 years on her blog, and last year she came out with her first book, I'm Judging You, that quickly became a New York Times bestseller. And she was coming here to Houston. The Houston Museum of African American Culture, they were hosting their spring lecture series, so they had her coming. So I pitched it to her. I'm like, hey, I would love to get an interview before the actual event. She accepted. I am grateful for that. So I was able to do a quick interview on my podcast. I forgot the date, but that was in April. I'll go ahead and have the link in it. And then I turned around and took that interview and submitted it to pancakesinsider.com. So you can also check out the blog on Pancakes Insider. And then when she came here and did her keynote, it was cool. She recognized me, once again expressed my appreciation, and she signed my book. So it's always, God, there's so many things where I gotta save those for other episodes. But just, you know, really grateful for that opportunity, and Luvvie taking the time out to interview on my show. The second thing, you know, I have some interesting opportunities come up. I've been saying no a lot because I'm just completely overwhelmed. I got a lot of things that I have to prepare for today in order for me to have a better future. And because of that, it's like I have to say no to the other long-term things. I have to say no to some of the short-term things. But it's hard. It's a struggle. And I'm just trying to navigate navigate through those waters, because what I've realized is when you are trying to, you know, build this business, build this brand, personal company, whatever you want to call it, people recognize that, right? I think it's that phase where they want to see who are you? Part two, how serious are you about this thing that you're doing? And then how can I incorporate Michelle into this right now, right? I'm trying to figure out the level of influence that you have. Those are the things I've been struggling with for probably the past 6 weeks, and it comes and it goes. But you know, as they say, with new levels, new doubles, and it's interesting. That's all I can say. So for May, one thing that came up, actually I just got back tonight. I spoke at the Ladies Haven talk show, and what I liked about this event, the topic was, do you feel pressured for not being married? But specifically, do you feel pressured to get married under the age of 30? And I'm 34. And one thing that I mentioned, a couple of things that I mentioned was some of the pressure came internally. It came from me, and it comes from strangers, for people that don't know me at all, or maybe it's just their first or second time coming across me, and they're like, why are you single? And you know, people look at you crazy as to why are you single. And you know, it's one of those things that it comes and it goes. At the end of the day, I think it's about companionship, right? And you know, whatever form is important to you, you should pursue that. I also talked about self-awareness. You know, that's very important to me. And then the third thing I mentioned, there was a difference between being alone and being lonely. Because as you know, there's a lot of people in relationships that are lonely, and you have to become 100% content and happy with yourself when you are alone, in order for you to enjoy someone else on the fullest, or at least I believe so. So that was a good experience. And even when Sydney, the host, asked me to be a part of the show, I had to really think about it for a couple of reasons. One, you know, everything I talk about is about business, but I was like, will people, you know, the whole, what is this going to do to my brand? Are people going to get confused? And what I've always known, it's just a matter of being okay with it, is we are all multi-dimensional, multi-passionate people, and there's many facets and layers to ourselves. and you just have to pick and choose the best climate to share that in. And it's the same thing when it comes to family, friends, and coworkers, right? You really have to be selective with the information you share with people. And you have to be selective with the platforms you decide to jump on. But these are things, this topic is something I discuss often with a lot of my friends. So it's nothing new to me, but it is something new to people that follow me on social media, or for friends to actually see me step out on the public and talk about this relationships issues. And long term, I actually want to pivot and do something with that. I've always had the desire, but once again, I just haven't always shared it. So it will come as a surprise to a few people. And I really enjoyed myself. I got some good compliments at the end of the night. So I really just hope that, and not just me, right? Because it was a panel. There were several of us speaking in different sections. But I really hope that someone was impacted and touched, and that they can, really maybe go back to the drawing board and reevaluate some decisions and make the right decisions that are going to best suit them for the short term and the long term. So check that out, Ladies Haven talk show, ladieshaven.com, and hopefully I can add a link. And also, I'm looking forward to watching that video as well. Those have been the biggest things for me. It's been really, really tough. Still at Remington College teaching. The last 4 weeks was very stressful. Just a lot of changes, a lot of personalities, but I was able to push through. So I'm really looking to take a moment to kind of de-stress, catch up on business. I'm approaching tomorrow. I'm releasing my 100th episode for my podcast, but I'm going to do a whole nother video for that. But I'm just so excited, and consistency is key. Consistency is key. I mean, consistency is so important, and it took me a while. I'll say that first year, but I really believe this last year I've been really consistent with the podcast. I've gone from once a week to twice a week. The numbers are showing, but more importantly, the feedback, the compliments are showing as well. So I'm very, very grateful. And look, I'm just going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. The things that I'm looking forward to right now, Black Enterprise Entrepreneur Summit is this week, the 17th through the 19th. On June 9th through the 11th, I'll be in Atlanta for the Traffic Sales and Profit Conference with Lamar Tyler. So still doing the mentoring program with Paul Brunson. So I'm just saturating myself around great minds, great business minds with the African American community. I got a lot of good things going on, and I'm just trying to elevate each and every day. I'm just trying to elevate, and I'm very, very grateful for everything that's been presented to me, things that I'm paying for, things that I'm investing in because I see value, things that I'm just rewarded because of the consistency, or they see value in me, they're investing in me. So I'm just very, 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 very appreciative. I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude carries you. Gratitude carries you. Consistency is key, and gratitude carries you. So remember that. Follow me on Instagram, Michelle Gomez. I'm just so excited about my future. Look, personal connection leads to an influential network. So thanks for networking with Michelle. I believe in you.